I don't even know if the server is still up. We're about to find out. This is Travis. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. We're in the wee hours of the early access event for Wilds of Eldraine. And I was just about to log off for the night, actually, but there was another card that was left that had I wanted to play. And we are still up and we're playing. Yay! So this deck is called... We're on the special VIP server. Wizards of the Coast is set up for this early access event. The Wilds of Eldraine is going to debut on Arena in just a few days. This is the card we like. Talion Kindly Lord. Legendary Fairy Noble. 3/4 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10 whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana power value or toughness equal to the chosen number. That player loses 2 life and you draw a card. And hasn't changed from the Lord of the Rings. That's alright. There's this Hopeless Nightmare. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. Okay. Discard a card and lose 2 life. What a way to say hello. They have plenty of land, so they toss away land. And they're not supposed to do that. The whole point is to show you the card. So the instructions that Wizards of the Coast gives us is, no matter what happens, unless your opponent is showing lethal damage on the board, go ahead and play out the match. So all I can figure is maybe they threw away the land thinking they would get enough land, and they didn't get enough land. So they decided they threw away the wrong card. That's what my guess is. Yeah, it's poor etiquette when you're on an early access event to just scoop on the first turn. Let's see if there's anybody else out there that's willing to play with me. These cards all get accumulated to the client server account, not to my regular account. I haven't played any regular Magic today, so I don't think I'm going to get my 15 wins in before reset time. I hope everybody appreciates the sacrifice I'm making for your entertainment. Okay, 3 lands and I get to go first. Sweet. Nice deck sleeve, I think. She always looks upset or angry. That matches the storyline, right? For Rowan. Bushwhack to go get another land. Doesn't matter which land I put out. I've got a lot of removal in here, the Eldraine removal cards. This is good for legendary creatures, plus this helps them ramp. So I'm not sure that there's even legendary creatures in here. Let's make them discard a card and lose 2 life. Make our fairy twirl around. They get rid of Bramble Familiar. It's an expensive adventure part to that, isn't it? And it seems like every green deck in the world uses Invasion of Zendikar, doesn't it? Okay, we don't have any creatures out yet, but we need an enchanted creature to make that work. So I think I have to hold on to that. This may be a flaw in the way I built this. I was treating it like Phyrexian Arena, but you have to have an enchanted creature in order to lose the life and get the card draw. These are brand new cards. I'm still getting used to them. This may be a dead card. I kind of need them to... I need to put out a creature, have them kill it, and then let me get the Wicked roll, and then put out the Blessing. I have much to deal against planeswalkers, so this could be the end for me already. I mean, we can get rid of the creature real quick. That doesn't help me necessarily, does it? What are we going to make them do? Discard their 2 cards? I mean, sure. Let's do it. Each player loses 4 life. Each player discards 2 cards. Oh, hang on. What if I wait? What if I wait just 1 turn?
Welcome, my companion.
Will you put out a second creature? Put out another land. Beanstalk Worm. Okay, so it worked to be greedy to wait this time. Okay, so now we do Rankle's Prank. We can choose all 3. They're going to sacrifice 2 creatures, discard 2 cards, and everybody loses 4 life. Each player discards 2 cards, so I don't need that one right now, right? And let's go ahead and get rid of that one. They get rid of Rough Triplets. Awesome.
Phyrexia must be nurtured.
What spell number do I think I have to worry about next? I guess we'll just choose 1 for starters. If they cast a spell for 1. That doesn't have reach. Nobody has reach, so I can fly over and hit Nisa, right? What is that going to be? That's going to be the elemental. I have the elemental.
I never fight alone.
Okay. Exile target creature or planeswalker. So, if I exile you, and I can get rid of anything else in your library, this allows us to look and see what else they got. I don't think it matters, because I think they're going to kill us in a second. Because they got 8 lands and we got 4.
Is now finished.
But you can see, none of these are Eldraine cards. This is all 4 mythic rares. Zopandrel is mythic rare, also not Eldraine. They do have 4 copies of Gruff Triplets. What else did they make their deck of? The Beanstalk Worms, 3 Invasion of Zendikars for the Ramping, Sentinel of Lost Lore, Tribute to World Tree, Bramble Familiar, and more Bushwhack and Argoth. Okay. Okay, so we got rid of 4 Planeswalkers. Yay for us. I never got more land. And so we're going to die. And I can block 1. Still didn't get land. Return spell to its owner's hand? No, I don't have... What do I not have? Return to... Oh, it's got to be a spell. Okay, so that doesn't work. Exile target creature. Get rid of 7/7. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I'm dead. Okay, so let's mix this up a tiny bit. Just because I misread that card draw card, we'll just adjust some things on the fly here. Okay, so we got 4 copies of Hopeless Nightmare for discard. Not dead at all to keep our creatures alive. Spiteful Hexmage. Candy Grapple. Lord Skitter's Blessing. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that. Feed the Cauldron. Let's see, that's what I needed, is more of those. We'll put those in, and then we will lose these. I don't think I need more discard. Alright, so that puts us down to 69, and we'll get another Spiteful Hexmage, or I want to make it a Eldraine card. You know what, actually, let me just put in one extra land. We'll go to 25 lands real quick. Is anybody left? It's after midnight almost everywhere else. We might have to do this final battle with Sparky. We'll give it a minute. The end card I like. You can go through, you can exile a creature or planeswalker, go through their hand and their library. So I've already got ideas to make a new Stonebrain deck and combine Stonebrain with the end. And that'll give us 8 cards that could feasibly, you know, get rid of 16 of the enemy's cards, right? For if we get half of them out. If they chunked in terms of 4 cards for each, we could get rid of 32 of their cards. If they sat still and didn't play those cards and let's just wait for us to draw those 8 cards. Okay, I don't think anybody else is around. Let's go in and we'll play one more with Sparky with the revised deck real quick, just to see how it performs. And I don't love to play with Sparky necessarily during the early access events, but we're so late, and I was so sure they were going to kick us off the server. And there's so few people around. The last time I had to go in and play Sparky, I played a card and Sparky was stunned and just sat there and said, for the next 2 minutes. So I had to scoop on Sparky because he just wasn't moving. Okay, let's do Spiteful Hexmage. So we've got an R roll that reduces us from a 3-2 to a 1-1 because it's cursed. Let's go ahead. Do we need to worry about the 1-1 right now? I don't think we do. Let's just go ahead and play our Hopeless Nightmare. They discard an Octoprophet. Okay. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. If it's your turn, create a food token.
Oh.
That sounds like a good deal to me. Okay. Let's do Wrinkle's Prank. Each player loses 4 life. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. I wasn't doing anything more with my Hexmage anyway. Sworn Guardian. We'll just feed the Cauldron. It's kind of a removal tribal deck. Notice we got sacrificing creatures, destroying creatures with mana value 3 or less. Don't have anything for the bargain. Well, I don't want to do the bargain. I don't need to. I'll just do the -3/-3. That'll get rid of that one. I don't have a lot of creatures, but I'm getting to the point where I do need to get a creature at some point. Let's go ahead and just draw a card. Yeah, we need creatures for that to work. I may have too many of these in here. Pass. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this enchantment and scry for a couple. We don't need that. I guess we should keep that. feels like we have enough removal for a change. Most of what I've been doing for the entire day has been taking the Wilds of Eldraine cards, skimping on the removal and the interaction, and just trying to do what I want to do. Here, discard another card. Lose 2 more life. That's a nice cheap card, right? The end. We don't have a creature. You need a creature or a planeswalker out on the field to actually use the end. Let's go scry again. Edgewall in. No, that's okay. Just basically lands. We don't need the lands anymore. Okay, we can use the end here easy enough. Go into the library, get the last one out. Get the one we already killed. Exile that.
No.
Just removes them real quick. Flooding out quite a bit. We'll exile this. We don't have an enchantment, so we don't get to scry that time. And so maybe I get rid of one of the not deads after all and get another enchantment in here. Or maybe I sacrifice the last enchantment a little too early. Aha! Italian! Let's choose the number... 3 is a good number. Whenever they do something with 3, it's going to hurt them. And they can't really afford to attack, right? There's a 3. So they cast it with mono value 3, so they're going to lose 2 life, and we get to draw a card. Unfortunately, we can't attack with that anymore. And that didn't do the damage, but we're going to do a little trick. Not dead after all. Rankle's Prank. Each player loses 4 life, sacrifices 2 creatures. They'll lose their creature, I'll lose my creature, but it comes back. We'll choose 3 again. Pass the turn. And they chose 3, so they're going to lose 2 life, and we draw a card. 3 is a good number against this deck. And then we've got Asha.
All who slumber belong to me.
Let's just fool around for a second. If we do exile target creature,
No.
we don't need the extra Italian in another land. And then we do create 2 Black Nightmare tokens. At the beginning of combat, they get +1. So,
Leave no mind.
okay, because we exiled the opponent's creature, they get the +2/+2. So that works out just fine. And then we can do this and look at the top 2 cards. Exile 1.
Such enticing.
The other goes in our hand. And then these get pumped up again because we used the exile feature for ourselves instead of exiling them. Just kind of running through this real quick. I think we've demonstrated most of the cards so we can see how everything works now, right? Let's do this again. We'll exile you.
This memory will do.
We can go ahead and get rid of that.
Aw.
Play the land. Keep exiling, so whatever nightmares we have, we're going to keep building. I just want to get to the -7 here. Taken by nightmares. Okay, so we exile that one more time.
Open
We'll exile the land.
mind to me.
Pass the turn. And one more to get to 7.
So much trauma from which to choose.
Do we even have creatures in there that we should go get? Not really. We'll just play it as land. And pass the turn. We'll just discard that. Okay. Ashiok Wicked Manipulator. Target player exiles the top X cards of the library, where X is the total mana of cards you own in exile. I think... Oh. All of these? All I have is one! So if I do the -7, it's going to be the one value. They're going to exile one card.
Remember,
And it's a land.
you have
Okay.
left
So...
here. I shall unveil
So really...
a beautiful nightmare.
The way that Ashiok would work best is if we exiled things that had a lot of mana value, like that. Okay, we'll get up 7 real quick for this one. Not a land, not a land. It's still both of them were 1 mana.
Trauma from which to choose.
Gross. Here, exile the creature. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me do this one more time for my turn. Exile. We'll take...
Open your
that one.
mind to me.
And pass the turn. Okay, now we've got 10. That's at least worth it, right? This is fun in a second. Okay, so we do -7, exile the top 10 cards.
Perish in a
So that's an idea if you want to combine that with the mill deck idea.
screams.
And then since we have Mirror Box, okay, we've got 3. We can start bringing Talion down,
Wow, that was wicked.
and we can choose 4. Do they have anything besides lands left? What do I have left? We could go get rid of stuff, right? Like Wall of Runes. Oh no, we have to actually get rid of something. Okay, can we exile? Yeah, exile, yeah. Get rid of the 10/10. Okay, so we don't want to go... Oh, it has to be in a mine. Search its controller's graveyard or hand for something. Okay, so I'll just end the search and not do anything. So that didn't do me any good. That doesn't help us. Okay, hang on. Wall of Runes, that was only mana value 1. Didn't I choose 3 and 4? How did that work? They lost 2 life just now, didn't they? But I chose a number 3, and I chose the number 4. I don't think they should have lost that. Is that a bug, or... I'm not sure how that's working.
Open your mind to me.
I'm just sort of trying to learn how this Planeswalker works and what all the rules are on it. So bear with me. There we go. That was 4. It checks for both of them.
Want to play again?
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Just kind of wanted to show off Talion and the Planeswalker and let you see them in action and what they could do. That's the first time that I played with the Ashiok Planeswalker, so I got sick for a full week, so I wasn't able to review all the cards as closely as I felt like before. the early access event started. I was able to glance at all of them once, and I wanted to play around Italian. I like the idea of getting a mirror box out and just making it really tough for the opponent to cast, any good numbers. Oh, okay, I forgot. This is why it activated on the 0-4, because the toughness was 4. Okay, I got to remember that. So mana value, power, or toughness. I kept looking at just the mana value. But mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number. So that's kind of a tough card. And if we can get 4 of those numbers out with the mirror box with 4 copies, ooh, that would be awesome. That card is going to be paired up with Stonebrain real soon, as soon as I get 4 copies. And actually, I was just kind of having fun, just trying to figure out how each of the different ones work and how it interacts with each other. The one thing we didn't play around with was the top instructions. If you would pay life while your library has at least that many cards in it, exile that many cards from the top of your library instead. So I got to work on that. But there could be a potential mill exile type thing. If you feel reasonably comfortable, you can get up to the -7. And these are the different removal cards. Basically, we've got discard with Hopeless Nightmare. This is part of that cycle of enchantments. I think they did one for each color where you can put it into the graveyard and scry 2. The Not Dead is fine. Spiteful X-Mage is fun. Okay, Candy Grapple is -3/-3 or -5/-5 with a bargain. Feed the Cauldron to destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. Rankle's Prank to make him sacrifice 2 creatures. Taken by Nightmares to exile target creature. And the End to exile target creature or planeswalker. So that's basically the removal cards for black in this expansion set. That's most of what we've got in there. And anyway, let me know what you think. Is this your favorite new card? Is this your favorite new card? What's your favorite new card? Is this your favorite new card? No, we've had this for a while. We know this one. All right, thanks for joining, everybody. Travis signing off from Tpull's Corner from the Wilds of Eldraine Early Access event. Thanks, Wizards, for hosting us. Everybody have a good one.